Hey, friends, and welcome back to another kitchen chat. Go ahead, pull up a seat, grab your coffee, or, reheat it for the third time. I'm a parent. I get it. I won't judge. Mine's usually is cold by the time I remember it anyway, so I completely understand. But today, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind, right? If you've been thinking about starting something like a business, a YouTube channel, a blog, or if you're going back to school to learn a new skill, or finally chasing that dream you've been carrying around for years, this one's for you. And here's my advice: start now, okay? Not when everything is perfect, not when your schedule, magically clears up, not when Mercury's in retrograde, okay? Honestly, yeah, I don't even know what that means, but somehow it gets blamed for everything. Am I right? And definitely not when everyone finally says, wow, that's a great idea. Because can I tell you a secret? Come closer. Come closer. Most people aren't going to understand your vision. Okay, I'm sorry. At least not in the beginning. Okay, so why I say this? Well, listen, why should they? Think about it. They haven't been thinking about it like you have. They haven't stayed awake at 2 in the morning, imagining what it could become. They haven't had all those conversations with themselves in the shower where suddenly they're convinced they solved all of life's problems. They're just not in your head. So sometimes we're waiting for people to approve of a dream. They haven't even had a chance to dream themselves. That's a pretty high expectation. So I think one of the biggest reasons people never start is because they're waiting for permission. Whether that's permission from family or friends, neighbors, strangers on the internet, who knows? But allow me to save you some time, okay? The internet will always have opinions. You could post a picture of a puppy eating ice cream while saving baby ducks, and somehow someone's still going to comment, oh, well, I think that it should have been butter pecan ice cream. Who knows? It happens, okay? There's always going to be somebody. And if you're waiting until everyone agrees with you, you're going to be waiting forever. So here's another thing I've learned. So your beginning, right, is supposed to look like a beginning. Your first video is going to look like it. It's probably not going to be amazing. And you might accidentally look at the wrong camera or say the wrong thing halfway through. That's normal. Or you might spend 30 minutes editing something and get like 12 views. Yeah, it happens. Trust me. I know. I've been there. You'll probably be responsible for at least 6 of those views too, because, you're trying to check to make sure it was uploaded properly. So there's that. We've all been there, and the first product is not going to always be perfect. Your first logo, you're going to probably cringe in a year from now. Your business card, you might notice later that there was a typo. Your first customer might be your aunt. Guilty. Guilty. And you know what? She may ask for the family discount. Guilty. But, that's okay. Every expert has a first attempt. Nobody wakes up one day already knowing everything. Imagine if toddlers refused to walk because they weren't immediately good at it. They take one step, fall down, look around and say, nope, walking isn't for me. Thankfully, they don't. They get back up and they try again and again. And eventually, they don't even remember how many times they fell. Adults can learn something from toddlers. We're so afraid of looking inexperienced that we never give ourselves a chance to become experienced. And another thing I've noticed, people usually don't understand your vision until they start seeing results. And that's kind of like how it is. That's human nature. You might get someone that says, that's interesting. Which in a polite way, they're trying to say, I have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Then 6 months later, they like it. But anyway, people aren't required to understand your dream. They're living their own lives. They have their own responsibilities, their own worries, their own goals. It isn't their job to carry your vision. It's yours. Instead of spending your energy convincing everyone, spend that energy learning, improving and practicing and showing up for yourself little by little. Because consistency has a funny way of speaking louder than explanations ever could. Right? So one day, people won't ask why you're doing it. They'll ask, how did you do it? And they're going to say, I wish I would have started. The calendar doesn't stop because we're nervous. So don't let fear make the decision for you. Will you make mistakes? Absolutely. Will you have awkward moments? Without question. Okay. Will there be days when you wonder what in the world you're thinking? Probably. But every mistake teaches you something. Every awkward moment builds confidence, and every small step gets you closer and closer to where you want to go. So let this be your reminder, as I always say. Let this be your sign. Start that business, the class, the website, the video, that first page, the first step. Give yourself some grace because you can't apply knowledge you haven't gained yet.